Let's do this bad boy. What's up, y'all? My name is Anya, and welcome to my channel. This is called The Smile Inside Your Heart. I make health and wellness content, also healing content, so you can liberate your mind, body, and soul. I'm currently home right now. However, I was just in Salt Lake City, Utah for about 2 weeks. If you know me already, you know that I am a very active traveler. I've been to over 10 countries so far. But why was I just in Salt Lake City, Utah, you ask? That's a very strange and peculiar place to just randomly be. I was in Salt Lake City, Utah because I got a new job opportunity. I'm sorry, I really don't like this color on my lips. I feel like it gives like corpse, but I was in Salt Lake City, Utah because I have a new job. Basically what I do, I work for a company called Backroads, and Backroads is a luxury travel company. So I am a luxury travel guide. Now, I have been manifesting this life for a long time. I think I average about 2 to 3 countries a year, where I usually just grind and save money for the majority of the year, and then when I have that money, I go for about 2 to 3 months to wherever location. That was primarily how I funded and lived this lifestyle. However, now I'm going to get paid to travel anywhere in the world, anywhere that we are taking people on vacation, and that's literally anywhere. But for now, I want to tell you how I manifested my dream job getting paid to travel. I've started my traveling career in 2019 when I did a study abroad in Costa Rica. There was times when things just felt so perfect and so unreal that I just knew, it just affirmed for me that I was loved. Someone loved me, someone's protecting me, and everything that happened in my past, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was traumatic, whether it was painful, that experience was waiting for me on the other side of that, which made it all worth it to me. When you step outside of your comfort zones and you see what's out there in the unknown, you start to appreciate the things that got you there in the first place. I could have never expected to fall in love with such a place, or to be in love with such a place and experience that type of warmth and love in my heart. And it just made me reflect back onto the days when I felt the complete opposite of that. And it just made me think, like, if only I would have known what was waiting for me. Yeah, it sucks right now, but you have Costa Rica waiting for you, bitch. That would have picked me up real fast. Not only is it a luxury, it's also a great privilege. And I understand how blessed I am, which is why I want to share this experience with you so you can start manifesting your dreams, whether it be travel related or not. Because manifestation is real. Manifestation does work. Everything is true to the believer. If you believe it up here, it's going to happen out here. Hold on, I just got distracted. Do these look cute on me? Oh, I can't see nothing. So like I was saying, how did I manifest this dream job? My active commitment to traveling really solidified this job for me. Ever since I came back from Costa Rica, I've always had a drive to keep traveling, and me putting forth that energy was signifying to the universe that I'm serious about this, and the universe was also signifying to me that this is your path. So when I committed myself to my path, opportunities opened up for me. Not knowing in the moment that each opportunity was leading me to this is when I started realizing that the universe is unfolding in my favor. Honestly, I've started from very humble beginnings. I've traveled in the most broke way you could possibly travel because I started off so bottom of the barrel. The universe said, oh, okay, I see her dedication, and I'm going to open up something greater than she can imagine in the future. And moving on, I started bringing this job into my reality in the fall season of 2022. Before this job, I worked at Hershey Chocolate World. Okay, the Hershey girls know. It's like, nah, I really don't. My coworker is the one who actually told me about Backroads. We were just casually talking about my travel experience and how much I love to travel and how it makes me feel. That's when she had mentioned, you know what, you would be amazing at this job that my granddaughter did called Backroads. I would say from the jump, I knew this job was mine. I knew it. There was no doubt in my mind that I wasn't going to get this job. And I think that attitude right there is really what solidified it for me. Because looking back at it in hindsight, I don't think I was the most qualified candidate. However, I think the power of my mind and my belief in my heart is what got me this job. If I didn't believe I wasn't going to get it, or I was unsure, I think, don't want to say negative attributes, but like my weaknesses would have shown through more. But since I had it in my mind that I was already employed by this employer, that propelled me to put forth that energy. And that's how I attracted this job. So yeah, the action I had to take to support me getting this job was there. I will tell you, I would say that I firmly believe in the law of least effort, which I will definitely talk about later on in this channel. But basically, the principles of the law of least effort is do not force the amount of effort and like not doing too much, but just hanging there right above like nothing. If that I know it sounds crazy, like don't do anything. How do you expect to get your goals if you don't do anything? But I'm telling you, the most I've ever manifested was when I completely forgot that I even wanted it. It always seems to be the times when you don't even think about something that it comes to you. My least effort was basically a lot of visualizations, positive affirmations, rehearsing how I was going to present myself in the interviews, and meditation and prayer. That was the least amount of effort, just above nothingness, that I found to be like the most minimal effort I can put forth while still putting forth something. What I did to manifest this job into my reality was to already imagine myself there. It's a visualization, but it's also a mindfulness practice because I incorporated my 5 senses of me in the future in this job. So while I'm visualizing myself, I'm not just seeing myself there, I was also hearing the sounds around me. What stood out to me the most is the sounds of the gravel underneath my feet. That sound resonated so much, and I think that's what helped to materialize this, is because I'm hearing the experience that's going around. So I would visualize myself there. I would hear the gravel underneath my hiking boots. Also feel myself there internally. So I would feel the emotions of how it would feel if I was there in that moment. Joy, happiness, excitement, and just the mere thought of me feeling that in that moment put a positive feeling within me in the present. I was basically hyping myself up to be there. I was matching up to that frequency before I even got there. You know, me and this job, we're here with it. I'm gonna continue to be here with it until it be both me in the present moment. I did a lot of journaling. I thanked the higher powers. I thanked my ancestors for giving me this job. My art at the time reflected this job. I was drawing bicycles, I was drawing paths. My whole entire current being, my present being, was reflecting my future self in this job. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's pause. Staying consistent in the frequency of gratitude will get you to where you want to go. Even if you don't know which way to go, stay rooted in gratitude, and I promise you'll get there some way, one way or another. Things will open up for you. And it takes you back to that law of least effort. If you just stay grateful for what you have, and grateful for the things that you are going to have. Things that you have to do to get there will happen to you with ease. I promise you. You might disagree with this part, but I kept it to myself for as long as possible. I think when you are on the road to something, keeping it between you, God, your source, your ancestors, and really immediate close-knit people is the best you can possibly do. I kept it to myself, even from my friends and some of my family. I wanted to keep the streamline of this process close to me so that the influences of other people's energy and other people's thoughts and other people's perceptions of it wouldn't waver this frequency that I was riding on to get to my goal. Now, no one understands your path but you, okay? And when they put themselves into it and they don't resonate with it the way that you resonate with it, they're going to form opinions and judgments based on if they were the ones doing it. The first thought that's going to come to their mind, every reason why they wouldn't do that job. And that's fine. But do I want that energy on something so fertile as the inception of my dreams? When it's just becoming born, that's when it's most sensitive. That's why I chose to keep it to myself for as long as possible until I knew it was mine. Keeping your dreams as close to you as possible. This is just honoring something that's sacred and showing the universe, like, I'm willing to keep this safe with me, and I'm willing to work with it and nurture it. Just me, just me and this thing until it blooms and becomes mature enough and stable enough where other people can now join in. While I was doing all this to prepare for my job, the universe was also signaling to me that I was in alignment. I knew I was in alignment with this job because there was absolutely zero tension. There was no oppositional force going against me in this job. And actually there was just a whole bunch of open doors. In any moment in your journey and you want something really bad, but there's so many outside factors repelling you from it, it could be a sign that it's not for you right now. Because what is meant for you comes to you with ease. So just think about the things in your life that didn't work out, right? There was a lot of tension, a lot of friction, just a lot of uncomfortable and negative energy behind it. That's because those things were trying to get away from you. They knew that they weren't for you. Therefore, they were trying to get out so that the new energy, the new thing that was for you, can make its way in its place. The new energy and new opportunities that are for you was waiting on the sideline patiently like this for you to let that stuff go so it can make its way in. This is what happens when you are in alignment with the things that are meant for you. It's fulfilling its role. All you have to do is just allow it to work for you, allow it to work through you. So how did I know that this job was meant for me? Everything was falling in line perfectly. There was nothing that I had to hurdle over to get to this job. Nothing. And the universe was giving me signs because there was also a lot of things that were going on in my life. I was also planning a 3-month trip to Southeast Asia. I was applying for something while still maintaining the life that I had planned before this was even a thing. And usually, with such great commitments like that, there is some type of conflict. When I tell you there was no conflict, I was able to have my job at Hershey's and go to Southeast Asia and still hold my job when I got back. I thought I would have to quit, but I didn't have to. That's the ease I'm talking about. Another confirmation that I was in alignment with this was the fact that I went to Southeast Asia for almost 3 months, and I still had time. Literally bounced from Asia to Canada right after for the interview. The path is clear. At that point, there was just another confirmation for me that it was mine. I didn't have to worry about anything because I can still enjoy my life, not put anything on hold, and pursue my future endeavors at the same time. This is literally an example of a rose blooming through the concrete because everything from the beginning, from the end of the year in 2022 to now has worked out perfectly in my favor. There's just a lot, and that's basically how my life is. It's just a whole bunch of pieces that I'm trying to form into a cohesive understanding of myself, and I really appreciate if you do stick around, because then you'll be able to bloom with me. And that's my ultimate goal, is for people to step outside of what they've been trained and conditioned to believe, and to look inward and focus on those things that they inherently love without being told what to love. And I am a firm believer in following your passions before anything else, even if it takes years. I think that's exactly what we're here for. Put in work in the things that we love naturally. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh yeah, I have to say, like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. I make new videos every week. I'm really happy you stopped by. I hope you stick around. And manifestation is real. You are a powerful being. You can do anything you put your mind to at any point. Nothing is too late. Nothing is out of reach. Everything is attainable to you. And I truly believe if you just follow the smile inside your heart, you will get there. I believe in you, friend. Bye.